Hello everyone, this is Xander Turon, and I am back with game 26 of the first Reddit Open tournament. This is the last game of round 2, so after this we will be moving to round 3. Anyway, in this battle, on the blue team we have MrGhosty with a Uricore General deck. And on the red team, we have Belarus Border Service with an Entente mechanized. Or is it just straight Yugoslavia? Something along those lines. Could just be straight Yugoslavia. Have to wait and see if I see any Czech units. Ooh. Yo, what's up, my dudes? Did you spam it everywhere? Okay. Who the fuck do you think I am, Razman? I can't do an impression of Razman. I can barely do a shitty German accent, let alone do a specific impression of a German. There we go. Alright. Let's see what we got in this battle. That is a VAB with hardened infantry, so it could be upvetted Chasseur 85, which I don't think it would be. I don't know. I don't recall what MrGhosty had in his deck from the previous battles. Anyway, let's see how we got. VAB could be Legion 90 or Rima 85. We have Panzer Morsier or whatever. The 30-point mortar carrier. 1-3 Leclerc, 2 Leclerc. So that explains why. And he's also doing a 2-command start. That would explain why he's only sending one dude or one squad down to Alpha. Anyway, so now we got Chasseur 85, the AMX-13 VDTs most likely. 10 RC and Crotal. Nice wheeled movement. VAB. I'm guessing it's Legion 90 in there. It's probably Commando Pair in the T20. And yeah, it looks like Iltis staying in Delta and Iltis going to Hotel. So it looks like MrGhosty's definitely banking on a Golf push here. However, considering the fact that Belarus Border Service is using a mechanized deck, that means he's just by looking down here, looks like he's probably going to be playing the Bravo game. So it could be interesting to see how that goes. Anyway. Let's see what we got. Yeah, PBs. That looks like it's upvetted Shock in there. Proletary 90. Or whoever the other, or the other guys. Because Yugoslavia also has a 20-point Shock squad that's armed with an LRAC F1 or whatever. Who knows? I can't remember what they're called though. Anyway, and I also don't remember transports that come in. I can't remember if they're like, or they're motorized or if they're mechanized. Anyway, M84A, M84AN, P. That's going to be, yep, upvetted Shock again. These guys are actually downvetted Shock, or they're upvetted line infantry. I just realized because yeah, mechanizing in a veterancy bonus. Don't mind me. Also 2 Savas, T55A Recon, and some M80s with, once again, upvetted Shock by the looks of it. It looks like he's only doing a 1-command start. Yeah, I don't see any others. So anyways, I've got Hera 2 Recon, got two stacks of Droogs and some Shock by the looks of it. I'm guessing he might be sending them into Golf here, or it might be, you know, this general area. I'm guessing where he's going to put him. Either Golf, some people, I don't know, maybe he's just going to be more defensive and put him there, or he could be a bit more aggressive Golf, maybe here for Bravo, try and sideshot things there, but considering the range on them, it probably wouldn't work out too well. Anyway. And up here, let's see, you got Silo 2 or whatever, the Igla most likely. Got Granacari. Gotta be Granacari upfitted. Or wait. Let's check. Oh, that's going to be Proskrimitri, the 20-point shock recon team. So yeah, it is Entente, and yeah, there's a Sneska there. So this is Entente mechanized. I can't remember if it was Entente or just straight Yugo. Anyway. Don't mind me, I'm just going to keep saying anyway. Yeah, just going to wait, see how it goes. Yeah, definitely looks like Belarus is going to be going pretty hard into Bravo. And is just going to be going fairly light into Foxtrot and Golf. Just wait for contact to be made. Crotal's probably going to whack the Hera too. Oh, can MrGhosty see? Yep, yeah, he's targeting. And gets it. That is my Crotal. It'd probably miss the first shot. And probably the second as well. Anyway, okay. Apparently he found that humorous. I'm feeling that his Legion 90 or whoever's over here are not going to find this quite as humorous. Okay, Sneska's taking the high road. Gonna maybe park in there, maybe there for the eyes up here. These guys are probably just gonna roll right on through. T-55A, okay, so there. So yeah, Proletarian 90 stopping there. Okay, so yeah, he's going fairly defensive here. Oh, yep, Legion 90. Yeah, that's not looking too good for these Legion here. Peltier is going to have a bad day. The 84A is getting pretty wrecked, I think. Yeah, oh, AN's still fine. And yep, we got Upvetted Mayo Savannah and the PBs. Over here. These guys are just, yeah, pushed all the way unopposed. Belarus is, yeah, he's just gonna, looks like he's going to surrender Golf and bit of Foxtrot in the hopes that he can get a good alpha push going. I know in previous games I said, oh, you know, oh, it's giving up so much map control. And yes and no, it's the same thing, but since he's very much making on this all-in push into alpha, it'd be interesting to see how it works out for him. So yeah, Legion are down. Who got a AMX 10RCs, some Chasseur 85, and some 1390s heading to Alpha for that reinforcements. The Leclercs are splitting up. This one's there. Oh, part of the AMX 13s are taking Droog fire. And it's missing. Oh. Kampfpanzer 70's out. D55A is trying to run away, but I feel Leclerc is going to have something else to say. Or, no, it looks like he's going to get... Nope. Nope, did not get deep into the forest enough. Deep enough into the forest. Oh, 10 RCs are catching this guy up, but they both missed, which is... Miss again. There, you know, now they're hitting. You know, these guys are... Looks like MrGhosty definitely wants to stabilize the situation here in Alpha. Yeah, he's not basically not going to be doing anything here. Oh, he's going to move his chasseurs across. This is a good move, I suppose. As long as they don't get caught out by the M80. Speaking of which, I think they got caught out by the M80. And the smoke is blocking line of sight, so that 10RC can't help them at all, or the Leclerc. Yeah, they're getting pretty chewed up. Yep, one squad's down. Basically, one was in the forest, one wasn't. I think a bit aggressive with his Leclercs. Doesn't want to get too close because he does have the Droog teams. Belarus has the Droog teams in there. That's what, 20 AP, 7 side armor. Actually, I don't think I'll be able to one-shot hit from the side. So, oh. The M84, well, M84A is pretty low, but the AN is going to be pretty troublesome for MrGhosty to take care of. Then again, M84ANs are pretty troublesome for most people to take care of, to be completely honest. Oh, Belarus is also getting some reinforcements into Bravo. Does not want to get his forces in Alpha cut off because that would be pretty disastrous for them. Oh, 1390s are doing some good fire support. They're not, anti-vehicle, they're not particularly good at, but infantry support, they definitely lay the pain on. Oh, HT-47, that's going to have paddle branching 90 in it. No, Mirage 2000's out. It's going after the L-15M, and it gets it. But the L-15M also got its bombs off as well. Ooh, Chester's just got wiped out. These guys are... 10 RC just went down, looks like something got it. Drew, most likely. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is a 10 RC. Yep. Or an AMX 10 RC of some description, could be. I don't think there's any SBs out on the field, so I'm just going to assume that it's the recon one. Oh no, Pata Brancher on the scene, so that's going to be lots of fun for MrGhosty. However, if you can keep these Martyr 2s just outside of Pata Brancher range, they can definitely lay their hurt on with their autocannon. They're definitely more optimized to add, mulching vehicles, especially light armor, than they are at infantry, but they do have 1.5 HE, so not as bad as it used to be. Because it used to only be 1, and that just, they're pretty pants against infantry. Anyway. Commando Paris coming out. Looks like MrGhosty wants more eyes. Oh, and a Crotal, which would be pretty handy because it's an HT-4. It's 57mm rockets. But you don't want them, because they can still, even if they're not doing a lot of physical damage, they can still cause a lot of morale damage if they hit. And that can, sure, they're not actually killing anything, but they're stunning things for the more kill units can kill easier. Yep. Oh, another plane. Super Galeb M62M. Don't know what it's going out for. And oh, it's going for the Leclerc. Yep, it's one of the Leclercs. Oh, and the 10RC turned away. Does it? And it gets to kill. But one of the Leclercs is down, and yeah, that smoke was a bit belated. Oh. And a Drug team as well. That's going to be pretty helpful for Belarus, as if we can get into a good position that can help keep, things like MBT-70s suppressed. And the 10 RCs. Oh, more mortars coming out. No, it looks like he's just smoking there. Looks like he's going to pull his Leclerc back. Savers are shooting stuff. Did they get the Mirage 2000 when I wasn't paying attention? I don't know if they actually killed anything so far. And a Leopard 2A5. Oh, what's that? VTT? Yep. I'm not quite sure what he's hoping to achieve right here. Okay, he's sending in his Leclerc. Yeah, that makes sense. Chunks off 6 HP off the M84AN. Oh, pulls back. Yeah, AN's falling back. Keeler's going after, the P. If it can get in the transport, that'd be pretty handy. Oh, but it's stunned. Looks like the rockets actually stunned it. And the Crotal's just kind of sitting back. Oh, the Keeler finishes off the... Or is it Kyler? Whatever. I think it means boar or something in German. Anyway, it finished off the M84A, but the AN is still in the fight. However, it's 15 frontal armor versus units with 19 AP. It will probably go down in 2 hits, I think. Maybe 1. I'm pretty sure it'll survive 1 hit. It'll go down to 2. Oh, T-55A is engaging the Martyr 2s. 1390 has no ammo left, so it can't do anything about it. Leclerc is pulling back, and the Leopard 2A5 is heading in as well. Fuck, I missed this game. Wish it wasn't dead, though. It's not dead. There's still a fair number of people playing it. That Tatra is very dead. Anyway, Chasseur 85 are getting shot up. They ran across the open, and that's just what's left. Counter pairs moving in. Ooh, 10RC's also engaging. And VDT and 2A5 Invoker. He's just throwing everything into that forest. Yeah, number 2A5's getting stuck in. Savannah are pretty... they're not doing too cool. Oh, and Crotal gets the HT40 by the looks of it. Is that an M8? Yes, it is. I haven't pointed out, but Mr. Belarus captured Bravo, and for whatever reason, MrGhosty is relocating his Iltis. So, I'm not quite sure what happened to me. I accidentally select the Iltis and the mortar at the same time because I don't know. He had a +2 for Ben. I was giving him 49 conquest points. Gave him 49 conquest points. Belarus is at +1 now, so he's at 26, 27 now. If he can keep that ticking, he'll definitely close the distance. Oh, Rima 85. Don't see those guys very often. And that's mostly just because they're not a bad unit, but it's in a Eurocore general deck, you just don't have the card space to bring Rima 85 and Legion, so usually most players choose one or the other. But they're definitely a lot better in forest combat than Legion 90, just because Appalachia doesn't have the same raw power as, you know, an Erix, but it's also not guided, so you don't have to worry about it losing due to morale or being stunned. And it also it's 20 rounds a minute, so it shoots so much faster. And 23 AP power is still nothing to sneeze at. Mirage 2000 flew over the Savas and got wiped out. I'm not quite sure what it's hoping for. Oh, another plane crash there. How does that... Looks to be a MiG-21 of some description, so it's probably an L-50 now. Then you have the Mirage. Oh, Super Ednard's out as well. Is it going for the AN? Yep, gets it. Just a Pinsgauer watching down there. These chasseurs are not having a good time. All the guys over here got chewed up. Super Ednard swings around and what was that the T-55A? Yes, it was. Oh, Rima 85 are over there. Looks like the guys here got wiped out. Oh, these guys are going to be out in the open. However, they do have the mini-me, so that could help even the odds. Yeah, definitely looks like it. And Belarus is also pushing here, but these guys are just kind of caught out in the open. T-55A just really is not very good at providing support. It's mostly just hitting the transports is what it's doing, but the Legion, it can definitely put some hurt on if it hits them. And the M88 is also doing a fair bit of damage. It looks like, yeah, the infantry are just going to have to fall back. And Rima, yeah, the Rima, even though they're out in the open, wrecked that Proletary 90 pretty easily. Leopard 25 took some hits, though. And it's kind of by itself in the forest, which is where you'd never want your super heavy to be by itself in a forest, especially if there's, you know there's enemy there. Yeah, if the M88s can catch it inside, that will be bad news for the Leopard 25. Looks like it's just going to engage the Proletary, which they're only going to be doing 1 damage to the front, but it's not good. And that probably got the T-55A, and it makes it out. Yeah, it took a couple hits from the front. It's down to 2 HP. An L-15M could finish it off with a good strike. And if the Proletary 90 engage that Leopard 25, it's doomed. Okay, looks like he's going to try and run it out of there. Roland 3 and Crotal are on the scene. And yeah, the Rima are down, as are the VAB T-20s. Yeah, he's on the, of course, Roland 3D tracks. Oh. The smoke that, because I know MrGhosty was laying some smoke, and I think that actually allowed the Pruskamichi to approach all the way up to there without being shot at. Ooh, more infantry coming up. As far as MrGhosty hasn't tried capping Golf or Foxtrot. Guess he's just too busy trying to stabilize the situation in Alpha. And meanwhile, Belarus, because he's captured Bravo, he's got 84 conquest points. MrGhosty's 49. Oh, is the Rule 3 gonna untrack or get his tracks back up in time? Oh, it's gonna be close. And I think the Proletarian 90 will probably catch it, even if it does get his tracks up, and because they have enough range, it's 700-meter range that they'll probably catch it. Anyway, Chasseurs are pushing the Proletariat out of this town. And, yeah, Rule 3 just barely too slow to get out. Oh, two M84As. That could be dangerous with that Leopard 2A5. So all they have to do, basically do, especially since they're, what, 70? They're just a little bit faster than Leopard 2A5, so they could just drive, just using their stabilizers to advance on it, and potentially catch it. But it's getting fixed now. Oh, these Proletariat out in the open. AMX-13 VTTs are going to be pretty good against Osmea Savannah. And along with the Keeler with that 10 rounds a minute on its autoloader. And let's see that. Yeah, Leopard 2A5 is getting fixed up real nice. And there's 2 more Moncadis coming out. Oh my god, there's 4 Moncadis right there. That's a lot of supply. Oh, something got blowed up over here. Probably just an empty transport vehicle. Yeah, M60P. Oh. Transports are getting shot and bringing in reinforcements, but they do make it to the buildings. So they... The Droog is going to be able to knock out that Keeler from the front with 1 hit, just because it's down to 4 HP. But they're also in the open and don't have line of sight. And that is a lot of fire support. Got 13 VTTs, 3 1390s, and a Keeler. That's nothing to sneeze at. Oh, but the M84As are getting stuck in now. And Leopard 2A5s moving in. Did the Leclerc go down at one point? I wasn't paying attention. No, Super Ednard's going after the M84As. Misses one, and blaps the other. Oh, but the Sav is shooting at it. Nope, Sav is actually... Was it reloading or something? And it doesn't even get the hit. Ooh, Mi-25S-24. Those 240mm rockets are a hoot. Oh, Crowtail's going after him though. And knocks it out. Nope, Chasseurs have gone down, but there's still Chasseurs here, and all these vehicles could probably overwhelm these guys. Especially since the 1390s will spot the Droogs as soon as they fire. And it misses. Nope, Martyr 2s are out as well. Yeah, I don't see with the second Leclerc one, I think it actually did get blown up when I wasn't paying attention. That's a shame, I hate when I miss things like that happening. Oh, M84A is engaging the Keeler. Actually, I think it blapped at 1390. Yeah. Ooh, big hit on that Keeler. Oh, but this guy's only down to 2 HP. Oh, and it misses. And the Super Ednard actually doesn't get the kill. I think the Keeler got it. Oh, Sava gets 1 hit. Does he get a second? And yes, it does. So much for 40% or 30% ECM, whatever's on the Super Ednard. Nope, Martyr 2's doing its thing. Panzer Grenadier just walking across the open, going for a lovely stroll. Nope. Belarus must figure that his M1107 is in danger because he's displacing it. Oh, he's got 145 conquest points to 49. Just a little bit of a disparity there. Oh, Proletariat 90 are putting the hurt on these vehicles. But yeah, the Keelers doesn't number on them. Oh, the Leopard 2A5 is going in first. And the Panzer Grenadier are just going after these guys. Oh, and they got a nice wave of infantry moving there. Not looking too good for MrGhosty, to be honest, because he's about to lose his position in Gulf, and then that means his dudes here over here in Fox are just going to be even more useless. Because they'll just be cut off. Oh, and L-15M's out as well. Guess it's bombing in here. And Roland misses its chance to knock it out. Does it even get the second missile hit? Yeah, it does. Oh, Tornado IDS is out as well. Oh, and the Sava's, yeah, it's almost out in his outer range, and gets the T-55A. It's a bit late, though. Though the Martyr 2s might be able to clean up the Mea Savannah, to be completely honest. I want to see that AMX-13 VTT, if it gets lucky, could clean up, because these guys are panicked, so it could potentially just stun him with his Browning. And since, you know, 14 AP, 3 frontal armor, they only need 2 shots to take it out. It doesn't matter, because Legion 9 are on the scene. And, oh, Panzer Grenadier is swinging down through here along with some Chasseur. Oh, 1390 is also providing some fire. Just going after a P, though. M60P. Ooh, Panzer Grenadier got pretty messed up. And they're getting engaging more proletariat. Oh, mortar fire coming down. Yeah, and they're engaging with their machine gun, so they're not going to be able to target the M84A. Oh, and Legion 90 are also getting pretty shot to hell. But then again, they're only on like 5 men to begin with. Nope, Keeler's moving in, but it's probably going to get caught up with the proletariat 90 on the road. Oh, Tornado IDS as well. Oh, don't think it hit. Okay, gets that hit. The 1390 is also putting hurt into him as well. And M84A is swinging around to deal with the 1390. Command Infantry and a Panther coming out for Golf. Looks like MrGhosty wants that +1 because he also captured Alpha. And he's definitely going to need it because he's at 49 to 167. And the M84A got the 1390. Ooh, T55H Igman is out as well. That's a decent 55-pointer. T55A. Ever since they got buffed to 8 rounds a minute, they're not bad. At 7, they're kind of eh. At 8, they're not bad. Probably still not as good as their equivalent price Leopard 1, but I don't know, Leopard 1 bias? Okay, to be honest, the reason why the Leopard 1s are a little bit overbuffed is part of the due because so many nations in game kind of rely on them. Yep. Alright, and Belarus is sending out a command to Foxtrot to get rid of MrGhosty's +1. Surprised there's no commands coming out for the top of Bravo. Then again, he's probably... Looks like he's probably only has command infantry and the command Iltis, which is, in a forest, are pretty fragile. You know, any decent HE weapons are going to put the hurt on him pretty good. That's out of ammunition. I'm not sure where he's going with him. Maybe he's just going to move it here to resupply. Smoke coming out. Looks like Belarus wants to push into Gulf again. Just smoking out the Martyr 2s. 60P 11. Okay. Yeah, the T-55H would probably be able to take care of the Martyr 2 without too much difficulty. Legion, yeah, the big thing with that T-55H is just gonna be shooting up the Legion 90. And then Panthers actually miss. Oh, now it's going after the M60. Okay, not quite sure what he's doing. I guess he's just pulling him back due to the T-55H. And a lot of guys coming up from MrGhosty here. Looks like he's going to stack up some infantry here. Oops, Savage takes out the Panther. We can one-shot it, can it? Yep. 6 HP versus 6 HE. And Legion 90 should be able to clean up the proletariat pretty easily. Oh, Alpha DNM, though, is going to put a damper on that. Oh, took one hit from the Roland 3, and the Roland 3 actually managed to take out a plane by itself. Oh, it looks like he actually split this Legion 90 at the last minute. Don't know if that saved him, but looks like the bombs largely missed. Ooh, and the Martyr 2 is catching him out. Oh, but I took a big hit from that T-55H, though. Yep, Eggman takes it out. Oh, Legion 90 take out that one, though. And now they're just going to walk right over those massive on unless they get gunned down by that M84A. Oh, Tornado IDS is also bombing. It's going after these guys. Yeah, they're gone. Oh, but the Legion are now pretty badly outnumbered here in Gulf. And there's an Iltis coming up for Foxshot. MrGhosty really wants that +1. Alright, before this gets shot down by a sub, what is it? Yeah, 30% ECM. This is 60% accuracy. 50 on the move, I guess, because reasons. Yeah, Legion are just completely overwhelmed. 10 RCs are rushing in to provide support. Those M84As are trying to basically forming a nice little firing line here. If MrGhosty tries to push across here, those M84As will put a stop to that. But if the Legion 90 get to hearing engagement at close range, they might be able to take out the M84As. It could go either way, just because the Erks could miss due to them being stunned halfway there. Such are the joys of ADGMs. Oh, M84As are moving to engage, and yeah, Legion are being engaged. And they're not attack moving, they're just walking over to the edge of the forest. Oh, now they're stopping. And there goes one M84A. Oh, and Pram S is firing again. Trying to help even the odds against those Legion 90. Oh, gets a good hit on him. Meanwhile, these Proletariat are getting pretty chewed up. Yeah, Ream 85 engaged, Panzer Grenadier engaging. 13 VT's doing what it can, but it's only so much you can ask of a 5-pointer. 1390's getting into a shooting fight with the T-55A. Oh, that's because the 13 is drawing, or the VTT is drawing fire. Or was. I don't think it's going to be able to do it, because it's going to have to reload now. And that's, yeah, 2 HP. Anyway, nope, Keeler's gone to there. It's, yeah, putting the hurt onto those Mea Savannah. Oh, and these guys have walked all the way over here. These guys are getting pretty chewed up, I guess. Yeah, looks like they're using their primary weapon to shoot at, their weapons to shoot at the Mea Savannah. Number 2A1. Haven't seen one of those in a while. Basically because, you know, an M84A is this thing, but... Actually, M84A has a better gun, but slightly less armor, if I recall correctly. Of course, the M84A basically has the same gun as the Leopard 2A4. You know, 95-point tank with the gun of a 130-point tank. Oh, the T-55A just walks right through here. The 10 RCs just couldn't do anything. And they got the Iltis, so that's put the scores back at 0-0. Oh, and the 1390 actually finally got the T-55. 115 to 167. MrGhosty is going to have to do something, or Belarus Border Service is going to win. Ooh, M84A gets a side shot on the 2A1. Yeah. 65, 60, 19, 9 runs a minute. 65, 55, 18, 9 runs a minute. It just has one more frontal armor. And one more top armor. This is a big thing. Oh, Tiger is getting pretty shot up by the Sneska. Can it see it? Nope. Oh, and L-17K is coming to finish it off. And it's gone. Oh, 10 RC's having a bad day. Oh, and a command vehicle coming for Gulf. When he gets a counter cap in, that's going to be given Belarus +1 again. And MrGhosty's push here in Bravo just got obliterated. The big thing is that there's just so much fire support here in Bravo for him, and he just couldn't deal with it. Then again, also attacking to and from the top and part of Bravo is very annoying to do just because, your infantry can move, infantry move through here, vehicles move through there. So they just can't support each other properly. Just guess they're making a run for it. And right about now the Crotal gets stuck in mud or something. And there's no escape from the Proletary 90. But the Martyr 2 is going to see what it can do. Oh, Rima 85 coming out. They use up all of his Legion 90. Oh, Chasseurs jump back. One building. Belarus has got that +1 ticking. It's not looking good for MrGhosty. Oh, and now the M88s are engaging. Those Chasseurs 85 are going to have a bad day. Davignon is screwed. Oh, he's splitting up his Martyr 2s in the Panzer Grenadier, especially when you're moving across the open like that. You don't really want to do that. Oh, but the Martyr 2s looks like they've wrecked one of the M80s. Looks like the Panzer Grenadier are going to make it into the forest. Alright. Yeah. Sperrpanzer Leaks coming out. Sperrpanzer? Is that how it is? I can't remember. Oh, Martyr 2 is getting engaged with the Proletariat as is too close to the forest. And now they're free to engage. He's what, 20? Yeah, 30 points, yeah. Pretty expensive. And you're talking about, yeah, that's 55-point package right there. Oh, and the PBs are wrecking a 13 VTT. Group 2 commander just standing out there in the open behind the building. Yeah, these Panzer Grenadier are pretty badly outnumbered. See the Martyr 2 shifting around or trying to... I don't know if he's trying to go for the PBs or if he's trying to support his infantry. Oh, and there goes the Commando Para. Oh, Proletariat just close enough to the edge of the forest that the 10RC could shoot him. Oh dear, coughing. And Commander and a Panther coming out as well. Yeah, Salva's back there. And an AN's coming as well. That's going to be fun. Oh, and it looks like I think he's just calling out the units to watch his flank. Oh, Martyr 2 is getting shot up by the Mea Savannah. And it goes down. And that is game. Looks like MrGhosty surrendered. Alright, so Belarus Border Service was victorious with 220 conquest points to MrGhosty's 115. As well, Belarus Border Service had 3,470 points, MrGhosty's 2,735. I don't want to sum this up. Well, kind of how I expected. Basically, Belarus Border Service definitely played to the strengths of his deck. He used, is a mechanized deck, so he has better infantry and he has a lot more infantry. So he just, waves of infantry just to overwhelm MrGhosty. That and combined with, use of pretty good fire support, those M80s and the PBs definitely work quite well with the infantry to just wipe out all of MrGhosty's guys when they pushed. That and he also had, the T-55s of various flavors and the M84s also contributed. Then MrGhosty lost like 3 super heavies or something. He had first Leclerc he lost to the Super Galeb. The second Leclerc didn't see what happened. I think the Leopard 25 also went down. So yeah, not bit of poor play on his part there with the super heavies. They didn't really do much, I think. Because yeah, honestly, a Your Corps General deck is probably a bit better in open field than words fail me. Yontant mechanized, but most of the fighting here was in forest where that range advantage just doesn't exist. And as a result, yeah, just, your core is good infantry, but the big thing is, being a mechanized deck, Belarus Border Service's infantry was just point for point better just because of the vet bonus. Combine that with, the just good fire support he had. Definitely helped seal the deal there. And aside from that, that was a big one. I know there's a few planes being used in this, but I don't know a whole lot. I don't know, just finding myself in a lost words for what to say about this battle. It's just not because I'm shocking about or anything. I just don't know quite how I want to say it. It's just, Belarus Border Service fought the grindy fight that he could win, and he won. Well, MrGhosty, I don't know. Or did I just say MrGhosty fought the grindy fight? I'm tired. I can't keep track of what I'm saying yet. But yeah, it's just Belarus played to the strength of his decks. He got into that nice close-in knife fighting, for his fight, where a mechanized deck excels. And yeah, I'll just call it there before I ramble on about random things. I'm Xander Tyrone, and this was Game 26 of the first Reddit Open tournament. This is the last game of round 2, so now we're on to round 3. And you guys have a lovely day.